Geno Bell, welcome to Downtown Now, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. I want to start this conversation talking about where we are. You're a Walmart associate.
Yep.
So you know the story of Sam Walton. How surreal is it to be in a beautiful new space just around the corner from where Sam Walton started all of Walmart?
It's definitely surreal. Just to think about the northwest part of the country, Bentonville, Arkansas, and it all started with the dream and hope of saving people money so they can live better. To be here in Bentonville today is definitely a big deal. And even myself, being a vice president for Walmart is definitely an honor and a privilege. And as I sit here in Bentonville, it's part of a bigger story, but it's also my responsibility to keep that legacy going.
Speaking of legacy, let's move away from where you currently are working and talk about where the natural state probably first learned about Geno Bell. It was the 90s when Arkansas football was just pounding, right? SEC West championship game. You were a part of those teams. Talk about how you fell in love with Arkansas and the Arkansas Razorbacks and playing football here in Northwest Arkansas.
Man, in 1995, we were actually SEC West champs. It was definitely unbelievable. But the things that stand out to me about that particular time is brotherhood and also representing something greater than yourself, putting that hog on the side of your helmet. And so when I think about the brotherhood, the SEC West championship was awesome. And I really enjoyed that year. But what stands out the most to me is the hard work, the long practices, those two-a-days back then. But also spending time with one another and the family that we shared, the lifelong friendships that I have with players today, and the memories that I continue to think about back then that definitely made the person who I am today. But yeah, I have a ring for that West. I hadn't thought about it, but hadn't thought about it much. It was over 30 years ago. Ooh. But it's definitely one of those moments I cherish for the rest of my life.
You had the opportunity in 2017 to join the radio broadcast for the University of Arkansas. I want to read you a quote. This is from you. It's an honor and my sincere pleasure to be invited back to be a part of the Razorback family that I love so much. Geno, football's a violent game, but you saw the emotion in that moment, going back to that brotherhood we talked about earlier. Why was it so emotional to be back a part of the Razorback family?
It was great because I had a moment in time to really think about how much football has done for me. Football has done a whole lot for me. When I think about able to have an education, be able to have lifelong friends, to be able to build relationships with coaches and people in the community that I thought that I would never have, and I had that through the access of the University of Arkansas. But to be asked to come back to where it all began, it almost felt like it was full circle for me, to be able to come back to the university. And you know, today, you don't have to be affiliated with the university. Anybody can be a sports commentator. It can be men, women. It doesn't matter, but they chose me. And so I felt like I gave a lot to the university during my time there, and it was a privilege for me to come back. Come back because I have experiences that I can share with these young guys. I can share these young guys' stories, the hard work that they put onto the field. It's just great. But the other thing that I love the most is when I'm standing there on that field and those guys run out of the A, and I get to feel that 75,000 people cheering as the Hogs go. I mean, it gives me chills when I just think about it right now, because that's what I love the most about the University of Arkansas and the fan base here. We're loyal, and to be a part of it again, to be able to give back, man, it's a privilege for me, and I hold it that way every day that I'm on the field, that I represent the university and something greater than myself.
I've traveled around this country a little bit to know that a lot of people think Woo Pig Sooie and calling the Hogs is absurd. I always say, I don't care, I love it, it's a part of it. For you being the sideline reporter for the radio broadcast, when they call the Hogs, how hard is it for you not to go, this is special?
Oh,
Or do you just soak it in and keep those chill bump moments going?
no, I actually call the Hogs with them.
There you go.
To be honest, I mean, I call the Hogs, I sit and call the Hogs, but you actually made a comment about traveling around the country. I mean, I travel around the country with Walmart a lot, and at times I have on my Walmart shirt, my apparel, my Hog shirt, a logo, and no matter where I go in this country, you're gonna see a Razorback fan. And then when you walk in, they may not have on a shirt or apparel on their self, but you hear that "Woo Pig," and it's like "Woo Pig, let's get it." And that's what Arkansas is. You know, we hadn't won a national championship since 1964, but it's the state, it's the pride. It's everybody here that what makes Arkansas and what makes Arkansas special. No NFL team, we got each other, and we're going to stand up and fight to the end for each other.
All right, final cultural shift for you in this conversation is being a dad.
Oh,
I didn't have it. I've taken some notes here. I've prepared for this interview, but I didn't know this. Your son played at Bentonville West.
Yep.
Graduated last year.
no, he graduated a couple years ago.
Okay, a couple years ago. And now he's got the opportunity to play at the Naval Academy, play football. First off, as a football dad, how proud are you? Secondly, as an American and your son going to an armed service university, how proud are you?
Sometimes it's tough for me to put it into words. When I think about the opportunity that I had to play college football, I never dreamt that I would have a person of me that's going to play college football. And so when he paid for Coach Pratt over at Bentonville West, he had an opportunity to play college football. So it's hard to not try to tell him everything that's going to happen before it happens, but I let him be who he is as a person. Even now, he's at the U.S. Naval Academy. He's a sophomore at the Naval Academy, getting ready for his first game of the year, going into Labor Day, and he's very excited. To see him be able to play football at a Division I level is huge for me. And I'm able to help him through those times of ups and downs of understanding college football. But the second thing that's even a blessing is that he represents that flag. He decided that, hey, I'm gonna go represent something bigger than himself. And so when he puts on that jersey and he puts on that uniform bell, he know that he represents our last name. He know that he represents this community of Bentonville. He know that he represents the United States of America and what he stands for. And so that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of all my kids, but I'm proud of him, not for the things that he's done, but for the man that he will become because of his experience at the U.S. Naval Academy.
Geno just gave me chill bumps talking about Nick Bell, his son. Tell Nick thank you from all of us that he has chosen to help support our country. And I think all of Bentonville now can root for the Naval Academy side by side with a few Woo Pig series, right?
That's right.
Geno
always.
Bell, thank you so much. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it. Woo Pig, my friend.
Yes, sir. Woo Pig.